Kaido did her crazy, but there's a lot to talk about in this chapter, so let's get into it. I mainly want to discuss the ending of this chapter because I feel like it's the most important takeaway from it. During all the chaos transpiring on God Valley, Imu does their weird telepathic communication stuff with Saturn to ask him if Rox is dead. Saturn responds very strangely that he's not sure, but the destruction happening on God Valley could birth something new entirely. I believe Saturn is referring to what could possibly happen to the highest members of the world government if Xebec and the Davy clan live to achieve their goal. Imu says that must not happen and possesses Saturn similarly to the way they did in the current day of Elbaf to Gunko. This is practically screaming to us that Imu is planning to wipe out Luffy in a similar fashion to Rox. Whitebeard and Kaido with his newfound power join Xebec to stand against Imu. Whitebeard asks what on earth could they possibly be fighting against, and Xebec says if he had anything to call it, it represents the world. It looks like from how Roger reacted, his crew will be staying to fight Imu as well, but what could Xebec have meant by the world? It could be in the literal sense because I believe he's the only one here who knows of Imu's existence at all. He faced them alone before he gathered his crew. There's been two main instances where the world has been referenced like this. The first one that came to mind for me was chapter 1107 where Katarina Devon and Van Augur come face to face with Saturn in Egghead. He asks what they're really after as the Blackbeard pirates, and Van Augur replies, the world. The page before, Katarina touches Saturn and says mission complete, so I'm assuming part of Blackbeard's plan to take down the world includes Katarina transforming into Saturn using her nine-tailed fox power. The second instance is from chapter 100 when Dragon is talking to Smoker. Smoker says that the government wants his head, and Dragon responds that the world is waiting for our answer. This one is a little more ambiguous because of course it's dealing with Dragon, but I think he means Imu is waiting for the revolutionaries to make their move on the throne, which, has taken a while. Looking back on these moments, I believe they were definitely in reference to Imu.